3-0. Jabari Smith goes for 22 points. Tari East had 18. Alperen Şengün, a near triple-double, who has really taken a leadership role on this team without Kevin Durant, who missed a fourth game in this series because of a sprained left ankle and a bone bruise. And the Rockets win without him here 99-93. Game 6 is Friday night back in Houston. And for more, welcome in CBS Sports NBA analyst John Gonzalez. John, how about this Houston Rockets squad? They're down 3-0, back-to-back wins here. What have you seen out of the Rockets over these last two games?
Yeah, you called out Alperen Şengün. Before Game 4, he evidently gave them a pep talk, and generally you would think, okay, you're down 3-0. Like, what can you really say? But whatever he said, they must have taken it to heart because they didn't mail it in Game 4, and then they fly out to L.A., and you're thinking, okay, this thing's got to be a wrap now, right? Nobody's going to want to go back to Houston except for all 5 starters were in double figures. Alperen Şengün goes for almost a triple-double. Amen Thompson was all over the court tonight. He was fantastic. Tari Eason, who has had a tough time over the back end of the season scoring the basketball, he goes for 18. Jabari Smith paces them in scoring. They looked pretty good tonight. I mean, they look like a team that wanted for their season not to end, right? And once again, they played great defense and turned the Lakers over a ton. Turnovers, yet again, a problem for the Lakers tonight, converting those into points for the Rockets. And then the big thing was Lakers couldn't get a shot to fall from deep, only 7 threes. The Rockets, who are not a great three-point shooting team, they doubled them up on the three-point line. They had 14 threes. So Lakers, history says that they're still going to be all right. No team up 3-0 has ever lost a series in NBA history. They're 160-0, but they still have a little bit of work to do here.
They do, and LeBron James has some work to do. He was 0 for 6 from deep, some late missed threes that could have put them within a bucket here. He gets them close with an 11-1 run. They're within 3 as he makes it 88-85 with 3 minutes to play in this game. But then Reed Shepherd with a couple of buckets, a steal and a dunk. You saw what the Rockets were able to do late. What broke down for the Lakers here end of game, because they had this game where it was within a possession?
Yeah, it looked like all of a sudden, okay, this is the run that we've been waiting for the Lakers to go on in order to close out this series. But as you mentioned, LeBron couldn't hit a 3 in the fourth quarter or in the game at all. He was 0 for 6, but it wasn't just him, right? Again, they were just 7 of 26 from deep, 27% from beyond the arc. And you get Austin Reeves back, and you're thinking that's going to add an offensive punch. And good for Austin Reeves. He plays 33 minutes, scores 22 points. He looked really good. DeAndre Ayton did all he could do. He had 18 points and 17 rebounds. But it wasn't just LeBron who couldn't make a 3. I mean, Luke Kennard, who was a difference maker earlier in this series, was dreadful tonight. Could not get a 3 to go. Earlier in the series, he looked like Steph Curry. Tonight, he looked like Luke Kennard, right? I mean, he's a good three-point shooter. He's one of the best of his era, but he just could not get it going. So the Lakers have inability to make a shot from deep. And then again, those turnovers have been brutal. I mean, it wasn't as bad as Game 4 where they had 24 turnovers, but tonight 16 for 20 points. Not great. That's definitely something they need to clean up.
All right, so Kevin Durant misses a 4th game in this series, unlikely to play in Game 6. What does it say about Houston to be able to win these games back-to-back here and give themselves a chance at home on Friday night?
Yeah, I mean, the resilience for them to be in the series, a lot of teams would have mailed it in, especially, Houston, not a far flight from Cancun. They could have 1-2-3 Cancun this thing and just got on a flight a little bit over 2 hours. I actually checked this before Game 4. It's like $200, $300 to fly down. They could easily afford that. Instead, again, Alperen Şengün gives them a pep talk. Amen Thompson comes to play. Reed Shepherd's been a little uneven, little hit or miss, but hey, he contributed late in this game. Jabari Smith, the whole team really, all 5 of their starters were really good tonight. And this is sort of the Rockets team that I expected to see in the series. Put Kevin Durant aside. Let's not forget that the Rockets were top 10 in offense and defensive rating. And then the Lakers go into the series with no Luka Doncic because of the hamstring injury. And they only just get Austin Reeves back from the oblique. So I was thinking, a lot of people were thinking, the Rockets should win this series pretty comfortably. Well, it took the Rockets a second to get into this thing, and now they are in this thing. Now, again, in NBA history, no team has ever blown a 3-0 lead. And even out of those 160 wins and no losses, only 4 times has a team been able to even force a Game 7. So the Rockets, just to force a Game 7 would be making their own kind of history.
Well, there was one team that came back from 3-1. Cleveland Cavaliers in 2016, led by LeBron James. Okay, I got to remind everybody, hashtag let him know.
Got to put that out there.
LeBron here in a situation, he's up 3-2 in this series. He's never lost a playoff series after leading 3-1. What adjustments, needs to happen for LA to close this out on Friday night on the road in Houston?
Yeah, I mean, it goes back again. They got to take better care of the ball, and they've got to make threes. I mean, LeBron, with the exception of Game 4, he's been really good in this series. Now, he didn't make a three tonight. Okay, he can be forgiven because he goes for 25, 3 boards, and 7 assists. He was still doing a lot of other things. And we should know, I killed him, and a lot of people did, after Games 3 and 4 because he was one of the principal offenders of the turnover problem. Well, tonight he only had 1 turnover. 2 turnovers, the one at the end of the game when the game was basically already over. But he kind of cleaned that up. So as a team, they really need to clean that up. And then they got to find some offense from deep. And that starts with, you get Austin Reeves back. That should absolutely help. Luke Kennard needs to find his shot again because until Luka comes back, he's going to get minutes. So those are the 2 main areas. I'd be really surprised if they come out cold yet again for a 3rd straight game, knowing that they need to close this thing out before they go to Game 7. It would be only the 5th Game 7 ever after a team was up 3-0. That's the last thing you want. That'd be a long plane ride back to Los Angeles. I keep saying the Lakers are going to close this thing out, Akeem. I mean, sure, Game 6 in Houston. Why not?
Yeah, I mean, regardless of whoever wins this series, if the Lakers clinch on Friday or it goes to 7 games and Houston wins, neither of these teams are getting past the Thunder. I mean, come on.
No.
Right? Like, this is a formality. So
yeah, I think so too. And I'm assuming it's going to be the Lakers. And if it is, I was planning on talking about this with you tonight, thinking that the Lakers were going to close it out. But let's just assume that the Lakers advance here. Well, they've had problems with their turnovers and creating points off of turnovers for the opposition for the Rockets. Well, what do the Oklahoma City Thunder do best? They turn you over and they create points off of those turnovers. So that's a disaster potentially for the Lakers. Or the Lakers blow an all-time historic series, at which point they go into an offseason thinking, oh no, what are we going to do? And the Rockets advance probably to get throttled by the Thunder instead. So yes, I think the Thunder are enjoying this right now, watching it with their feet up and saying, you guys, why not? Take it to 7 games. We'll wait for you.
Well, if it's the Lakers, the Thunder swept the Lakers during the regular season and won by an average of 29 points per game. So good luck, whoever advances here. John Gonzalez with us on CBS Sports HQ. Houston, the 16th team in NBA history to force a Game 6 after trailing the series 3-0. 11 of the teams lost in Game 6. 4 of those teams got to a Game 7, but lost in a Game 7. 0 Zippy won the series. Houston seeking to become the first team in NBA history to overcome a 3-0 series deficit. They'll try to force a Game 7. They're going to head home Friday night, Game 6, back in Houston.